Hello dear children. Last time you have studied about speed, distance, velocity, displacement, and you must have learned the definitions of all those. Today we are going to learn about uniform and non-uniform linear motion. Uniform linear motion and non-uniform linear motion you must have studied in standard 6. Now, just little in detail we have to study taking into consideration distance and time. So first understand what uniform motion is with an example. There is an example given here from a textbook. Amar, Akbar and Anthony are traveling in different cars with different velocities. Here is a chart showing time required by each one to travel particular distance. Time in the clock, they have started their journey at 5 o'clock. The distance was 0. After half an hour, that is at 5:30, Amar reached 20 kilometers, Akbar reached 18 kilometers and Anthony reached 14 kilometers. After next half an hour, that is at 6 o'clock, Amar was found at 40 kilometers, Akbar was at 36 kilometers and Anthony was at 28 kilometers. Now tell me, whose speed lower down? Yes, Akbar and Anthony's speed lower down and Amar was traveling continuously with the same speed. As you go down in that chart, you will find at 8 o'clock Amar was at 120 km, Akbar was also at 120 km and Anthony was at 84 km. That means Anthony was too slow. Akbar managed to reach 120 km at 8 o'clock, but in between he changed his speed. And Amar also managed to reach 120 km at 8 o'clock, but keeping his speed same throughout the throughout his journey. So what difference you could find here? Yes, Amar was traveling with the same speed continuously. That means after every half an hour, he was found 20 kilometers away. That means after every half an hour, 20 kilometers he has traveled distance, keeping the speed same. That means his speed was continuously same. But see Akbar, after every half an hour, that means at 5:30 he was 18 kilometers, then at 6 he was 36 kilometers, then at 6:30 he was 42 kilometers. See the difference in that kilometers. You will find there is, first there was no difference, but afterwards his speed increased. And Anthony, his speed maintained. Correct? Increased and decreased in between. If you find the difference in between his two distance or his speed. There are some questions here. What is the time interval between the notings of distance made by Amar, Akbar and Anthony? You have to answer these questions. Who has covered equal distance in equal time interval? Are all the distance covered by Akbar in the fixed time intervals the same? Considering the distance covered by Akbar, Amar and Anthony in fixed time interval, what can you say about their speeds? Just tell what can you tell about the speeds. Yes, again refer the chart and understand how they have traveled and what distance they have completed after every half an hour where they were found. So, uniform speed means an object which is traveling equal distance in equal time interval. If you take the example of Amar, equal distance 20 kilometers, he has been found at 20 kilometers after every half an hour. That means he moved 20 kilometers away every half an hour. That means he has maintained uniform speed. So what is uniform motion? The object which covers equal distance in equal time interval. That type of motion is said to be uniform motion. So you are supposed to give some examples from your surrounding of uniform motion. Two examples I will give you. One example is the hands of your clock. The next example is the jet traveling or the rocket traveling. The next example is train, moving train. The train is continuously moving. So this type of examples you are supposed to write down. See here, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion, the same. If an object covers equal distance in equal time interval, it is said to be moving with uniform speed. For example, now you have to give the example. Non-uniform motion, if an object covers unequal distance in equal time interval, it is said to be moving with non-uniform speed. That example of Akbar. He has moved unequal distance but reached its destination at a proper time. But in between his motion was or his speed was different. So that is non-uniform motion. Can you give non-uniform motion of yourself? Yes, after the school, during the bell ring, that is during your PT period when you are traveling from your class to your ground, is your motion uniform? No. So those are the examples of non-uniform motion. See here the car is shown in the picture. The car is traveling from 0 meter to 4 meters in 2 seconds. Next 4 meters in 2 seconds. And again next 4 meters in 2 seconds. That means from 0 to 4 it has maintained a distance of 2 seconds. 4 to 8 meters 2 seconds, and from 8 meters to 12 meters. That means from 0 to position C it has maintained a constant speed, constant motion. So examples of non-uniform motion here are given to you. Just read. Non-uniform motions: a horse running in a race, a bus on its way through the market, a bouncing ball, movement of an asteroid, aircraft moving through the clouds and then landing, dragging a box from a path, a man running a 100-meter race. Do you think a man running a 100-meter race is continuously in uniform motion? No, because of his energy level low or high. Sometimes he lowers down his speed, sometimes he increases speed. A car coming to a halt, that means when a car is coming to a halt, it lowers down its speed. A train coming to its terminating, so a car colliding with another car. So in above all this motion, the speed is different. So this type of motions are called as non-uniform motion. Next topic what you have to study here is you have to clear your concept about acceleration. The rate of change of velocity is called as acceleration. Speed and velocity, now you are familiar with. What is speed? What is speed? The time taken to complete the distance. So acceleration is change of velocity, that is called as acceleration. Rate of change, rate means it relates with time. How many times the velocity has changed. Now what do you mean by velocity? An object displacement and displacement of an object, the small position, that means when you are moving from one place to another. Suppose you have to travel from your school to Kankauli. The distance from your school to Kankauli is might be around 5 kilometers. Yes, but in between you have stopped somewhere to drop your friend, in between you have stopped somewhere to buy something. So from school to that place, that is your displacement. If you are traveling continuously, that is your distance. So your acceleration means change in the velocity upon time. Now what is change in velocity? Naturally your final velocity and initial velocity. Now here I have shown a picture. See here, a boy is he started to run. Now his velocity here was, he's about to run. Then he slows. Started with a slowing movement and then fast and then fast and then he takes up the speed. So his speed differs from this point to the next point. So this point we call it as final velocity and his starting point we call it as initial velocity. Initial velocity, final velocity. Or these two if you consider initial velocity, final velocity. Here the difference is there of speed. Here the difference is there of velocity. If these two consider this same boy, okay, if you consider this one as initial velocity, then this is final velocity. There is a difference in speed here. There is a difference in acceleration here. If you consider this position as initial and this as final, here is a difference. So initial velocity, this is final, or either if you consider this and this is initial and this is final. There is a difference between the speed here. There is a difference between, and that shortest difference we call it as acceleration. Shortest difference here we call it as acceleration. So every time there is a difference here in initial and final. So how to find the difference? Initial velocity minus final velocity with relation with the time. How much time taken to travel that first point to second point. Here what happens, you see, from year to year the boy is moving on a slide. What you call this as? Your skates. No? The boy is moving on his skates and he was very fast. Then he required to stop somewhere, so he slowed down his speed. His speed is slowed down here. So here also there is a difference in his speed. There is a difference in his acceleration. Smallest distance covering a small velocity. In between the speed, we call it as velocity. Okay? And speed becomes average. Average thing of all this, we call it as speed. Here you see what happens to this bird. The insect is moving, but the insect doesn't move in a straight line. It continuously changes its direction. So he moves from, now starting from the east, then he started towards the north, again came to the south, again came towards the east. So his direction continuously is changing. So when this thing all happens, here also acceleration is changing. So acceleration means velocity, change in the velocity, change in the speed. When speed changes, when you have to slow down. Speed changes when you have to fast. Speed changes when you have to change the direction. See here the same thing I have shown here to the picture. Please see. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. And what do you mean by velocity? The smallest distance. Okay. Velocity is the speed calculated in the smallest distance, or speed calculated by displacement. So acceleration, there are types of acceleration. First let's understand what acceleration actually means. the car is slowing down. So what happens? Its velocity is towards this part, but while slowing down, it goes towards its initial part. When the car is speeding up, car was at rest or either it was slow, and then again it has to speed. So acceleration is towards the velocity, towards the direction of the motion. There are types of acceleration. So we'll see here again the same picture has come. Positive, negative and zero acceleration. Positive acceleration means towards the when speed increases. Okay, when you go on increasing your velocity, so difference in that velocity you will get the value positive value. Okay, when speed decreases, when you slow down, the difference between the velocities of yours will be negative. So this type of acceleration here is called as positive acceleration when you are speeding up. And when you are slowing down, this acceleration is called as negative acceleration. When you are changing the direction, that time what will happen? The speed increases, decreases, increases, decreases. So that will become positive sometimes, sometimes it will become negative. Refer to this picture again and again recall. So types of acceleration we have studied here. Through that picture, now let's see, define it. First, that is zero acceleration. If the velocity of an object does not change with time, velocity remains continuously the same. So there is no disturbance there in between while the thing is traveling or while the object is traveling. So that acceleration we say that it is zero acceleration because final and initial velocity will cancel each other. It will become minus. If final velocity is 800 kilometers per hour, initial velocity is also 800 kilometers per hour. So 800 minus 800 becomes 0. So 0 upon the time, that is also will become 0. Positive acceleration, when velocity of an object increases, then the acceleration is positive. Suppose you are at 60 km per hour and slowly you increase the speed to 70 km per hour. So what is final velocity? 70. What is initial velocity? 60. So 70 minus 60 you will get 10. And if you are traveling that distance in 2 hours or 3 hours, so it will become upon 3 or upon 2, whatever it is. So you can make your own numericals like that and confirm your positive and negative acceleration. What is negative acceleration now? When the velocity of an object decreases with time, when something is speed and it has to stop somewhere. Suppose there is a hump in between the road, there is a speed breaker in between the road, your car has to lower down the speed. That means its acceleration will become negative. When speed is decreased, acceleration becomes negative. Okay, so recall all those things from yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever we have studied: speed, then velocity, distance, displacement, now acceleration and the types of acceleration. Before that we have studied uniform and non-uniform motion. Okay, thank you.